Hello and welcome to Mistletoe's Hamster Handling Progress. We got Mistletoe on Christmas Day. She was brought to us by Santa Claus, and ever since we've been working on getting her well adjusted to being handled. When we got Mistletoe, we were told that she was a biter, which really wouldn't matter to us, but we've not really found that to be true. However, it was very apparent from the start that she was terrified of hands, and any slight movement of your hands would spook her. Sometimes she would actually jump. It took quite some time for her to get well adjusted to hands being near her, and then we were able to begin petting her, but she really was not having the hand-to-hand time. She did not want anything to do with being picked up whatsoever. It just really, really spooked her anytime that we would try to pick her up. And whenever we get a new hamster, we always like to take safety precautions. And a lot of people disagree with hamsters using exercise balls to play with, but they actually do come in handy even if your hamster is not using it to exercise. We like to use the hamster ball for transportation, so that way we can get our new hamster from their house to the playpen or wherever we need them to go in a safe manner when they're not well adjusted to being handled. It just makes them feel more comfortable and safe to be able to go into the ball rather than, having these strange hands come in their house and, touch them and stuff. So the ball has definitely helped Mistletoe feel a lot more comfortable with coming out of her house and getting her into the playpen, and, that way she was at least able to participate in our activities and still enjoy playtime. So like I said, we've had Mistletoe since Christmas Day, so it's been about 4 months now since she's been with us, and she's truly an absolute delight to have. She's definitely, a true joy to be around. I mean, even from the first day that she was with us, it was very apparent that she was super friendly. It was just, a little nerve-wracking, like I said, for her to have hands, coming at her. But she is truly one special little girl, and we just absolutely love her so very much. And we've been working really, really hard on our hamster handling time with Mistletoe since she's been with us. Once she was settled into her new home, though, after we had gotten her, she did not want to come out every night anymore. I guess she got, real comfortable in her house and just was kind of doing her own thing. And so she decided that she wasn't going to come out every night for playtime or handling time. And so we decided that, she should take a break from time to time. So we stopped doing hamster handling time every night and kind of made it like on her terms. So some weeks we did it more often than others, and we didn't really make a lot of progress at first, and only more recently had we begun to make a little bit of progress. And last month we just had to completely start over with Mistletoe. We had to start the entire process all over, and she started to make a little bit of progress, a little bit more so once we did that. But again, she didn't want to come out of her house every night, so that kind of made things a little bit more difficult, because the less that you are able to attempt the hamster handling time, the less likely you are to make progress. But we had to make sure that she was comfortable, so, in order to put her anxieties at ease, we had to kind of do things a little bit more on her terms, because you don't really want to force the process. And right there, as you saw, we actually made a little bit of progress. The other night, all of a sudden, Mistletoe is out, and it just kind of like magic. All of a sudden, she allowed me to actually pick her up. And at times, you can see that she kind of tries to pass off my hands, and I'm not able to pick her up exactly the way that I want to, but still in a safe manner, and we're still very low to the ground. So, it was just like really good though to see her allow me to be able to do that. She's the only fur baby that we've ever had that has taken so long to become well adjusted to handling. And, everyone is different. And, these little guys just have their own, needs. So not every hamster or guinea pig or rat or whoever you have is going to be the same. So some may take a lot longer than others. And we totally respect that. So we've been very, very patient with her and have just been doing our best to try and get her, to be more comfortable with handling time. Now, she's not completely comfortable with the hands all the times. Now, depending how the hands come up to her depends on her reaction. And sometimes she will kind of just try and bypass the hands real quickly, and other times she'll allow the hands to come to her. And right here, we actually accomplished hand to hand several times in a row, and it was just the best feeling ever to finally be able to see her become more comfortable with that process. It was absolutely like the best feeling. I don't know how else to describe it. Several months ago, we were able to finally get her to go from hand to hand maybe once. So to be able to have her go from hand to hand several times in a row and then take, a minute or a few seconds even sometimes of a break and then do it again was just fabulous. Now, like I said, we like to use the hamster ball to transport her from her house to the playpen or vice versa. And the first night that she actually did the hand-to-hand for us, when I presented the ball to her to go back, she actually didn't really want to go back right away. So it was really cool to see her actually want to stay out and play with us, because before she was always pretty eager to go back. And, for her to not want to go back right away, that really showed us that she was enjoying herself for sure. So here is the next night. We're inviting her to come out for some more hamster handling time. And she doesn't come out of her ball right away because she's kind of unsure, I think, of, what's going to happen. But she definitely warms up to the idea pretty quickly, that we're going to have some more hamster handling time. And she knows the difference between playtime, and hamster handling time, because we haven't really begun to add things into the playpen during our actual hamster handling sessions with her. And whereas, like, if it was like playtime, we would have already had things in the playpen for her before she got into the playpen. So she knows the difference. So sometimes she gets a little spooked by that. Right now, you can see that I am able to pet her, and she's like really comfortable with it. But she is also listening to the sounds of our boys, our rats. They were playing and making a little bit of noise, so she kind of like stopped to listen to them, but she was still comfortable with me petting her while she was, listening. She has to listen to everything that's going on around her all throughout the house. It doesn't matter if she hears a noise downstairs or upstairs where we are at. She just like has to stop and listen to whatever is going on. But she also comes to me when I call her, and like I said, she's totally comfortable with being petted, and she's definitely getting a little bit more playful during our hamster handling sessions. She was like beating up the blanket, and I just thought that was really cute and funny. It just kind of showed us a little bit more of her playful side, so that was really great to see as well. And now that she's allowing me to pick her up a little bit more, I think she has calmed down a little bit with her anxiety. But of course, not every time is an exact success. So right there, I kind of like did things a little bit backwards with my hands, and now we're in a better position. She's just like kind of, has to be picked up however she feels comfortable. So if I have to turn my hands, backwards a little bit to pick her up, then I will. But I was trying to just get her into my hands and then kind of turn her around, which we did pretty good at. But, she kind of like skipped over my hand right there though. But like I said, for her to even be picked up and then go from hand to hand, even just like more than once, was like a huge, huge step. But she let me do it like quite a few times, and also 2 nights in a row. So that was like a huge, huge, huge step for her. She's just absolutely, really making a lot of progress, and it's just absolutely delightful. And I just can't really describe how it feels to finally see her make such great progress, because to be honest, I was actually questioning whether or not she would even ever become comfortable with being handled, which can be pretty scary, because if you ever need to do anything for them for their care, obviously you have to be able to handle them. And if you can't handle them, then, you can't really help them in the best way. So it was a scary thought there for a while that she might not become well adjusted to being handled. But we're making progress now, and we are so very excited about it. We absolutely cannot wait to see, what happens next. And, hopefully things go really, really well and she gets even more comfortable with it. And, next time we are hoping to add some more toys to the playpen during our hamster handling sessions, and hopefully she will be comfortable with that. And she's just, like I said, a really, really special hamster. She's so friendly, and it was just such a shame, for so long to see her be so nervous about, our hands. A couple months ago, she did finally get a little bit less anxious when I would stick my hands into her house to spot clean it. And that was like a huge step, just for a couple months ago. But now she's doing hand to hand, so she's doing very, very well. And we are super, super proud of her. I mean, like, so proud of her. And one thing that Mistletoe wants everybody to know is that if you have a stubborn hamster, as she was for a very long time with being handled, please do not try and force the situation to the way that you want it to be, because no matter how much you want it to turn out a certain way, you have to take things slow and do things on the hamster's terms in order to make them feel comfortable.
Please show Mistletoe some love and give her a like, share, comment, and subscribe for more, because Mistletoe will be back to show you more. Thank you.